know there's probably a niche just by being a black woman and needing to have some representation out here in the streets, holding it down for us that are unique and smart and have different interests and not just the typical. The typical that you see everywhere. That ain't me, and I know it's not a lot of y'all out there. So,
anyways, trying to set it up right. Awkward. So, that's not how I wanted to start this for real, but it was tripping. So, welcome.
How you doing?
Officially, I think I'm gonna make this my trailer for YouTube. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing my makeup and just talking about who I am and why I'm here and why are you deciding to watch me and maybe subscribe. I don't know, but let me focus. And I'm gonna get distracted. I might show you what I got going on, but as far as me doing my makeup, I'm very minimalistic and I don't spend a lot of money on trying to buy makeup and stuff because I'm beautiful as I am. Like, I don't have no problem going out looking just like this. Now, I don't like my eyebrows, but you know, we tried to do the microblading and that worked, but that was 2 years ago and it's not permanent, so you can kind of see it was faded and I have no hair up there, so that's why it looks like that, which is why we're starting with the brow pencil. Actually, which is why we're starting with some moisture on our face. But anyways, welcome. My name is Tiffany, so that's real. The ESS is a play on the middle name. My middle name starts with an S, and I just kept it simple like that. When I first started this channel, thought process was I was just posting like family trips and stuff to keep up with it. I'm like, why have an experience that you only allow to live in your head when you can definitely record it and upload it and keep it forever? So as far as me liking to record and editing is something I like to do as well. That's not new to me and it's not like off the wall. Let me focus on this. Really gotta focus on the shape. So like I'm saying, I have always liked, I think I've always liked being on camera. I'm just thinking back to when I was a child, and I am 28, almost 29. And so back in the day, there was definitely camcorders and video recordings. And I was just thinking, like, I used to always want to be in the camera. I still want to be in the camera. I have no problem with that. It's weird. I talk to myself all the time, and just being on camera and talking, even though I don't love, how I talk sometimes as far as getting my words together and expressing myself. Sometimes I'm a little self-conscious about that, but I used to very much want to be in the camera and be like, hey, look at me. Now, is that self-centeredness? I don't know, but just being a child, you can't really put those labels on anybody. But I just remember always wanting to be in the camera and talk. So I can talk. As you can see, I'm still talking. And I could talk for 30 minutes, so we're going to be here for a while. I'm not editing this out. But as you, and this don't got to be perfect, as you grow up and not experience life, but you just kind of find a path and stick to it. And there's nothing wrong with whatever one you choose, because this is life and you're just supposed to do whatever you feel called to do and hope for the best. But but for me, I feel like I had a good path, and I focused a lot on school and academics because I am very, not to my own horn, but I feel like I'm very smart. And so I'm always like, and I keep saying this more often, like I have two sides of my brain that work very well, analytical and creative side. But so I realized the majority of my life has been me pursuing the analytical side, the very much school focused side, and I've enjoyed that. But now in my late 20s, I am, and I think a lot of people are, kind of shifting and realizing that there's more than one way to go about making a living. And a lot of people are kind of seeing how much school is a scam type of thing, and you can make so much more money without even wasting your time. I'm not saying that it was a waste of time. I mean, I learned a lot, and I'm glad I have the knowledge that I have. And I never even want to lead with degrees because I don't know. It's either I'm humble, or I don't like to brag, or I don't like to celebrate myself. Whatever the ones, whichever it is.
You got your degree.
But like I said, I was thinking about the fact that when I was a child, I liked to be very much in the camera, outgoing, outspoken butterfly. Then it kind of shifted to very much school, quiet, head down, just follow the rules, be good, all that. Cool, whatever. But now I'm finding myself wanting to revert back to that more free, fun-loving, talkative, creative little girl. And hence the reason why, welcome to Vlogmas. I didn't say that already. This should be Vlogmas Day 21, by the way. So I haven't been taking this channel seriously because even up to like a couple months ago, it's definitely been still about whatever, adventures I go on with the family and stuff. It's just, I'm gonna vlog it regardless because that's something I like to do, and edit it, and I might just put it on private just for the family to watch. And then it's like, well, you could actually make a living off of doing this, and I think I have the personality and the humor and the brains. I think I have a lot of it that I could, as long as I'm consistent and don't be super critical and hard on myself. So I'm using this. Then I will be just fine on, gaining an audience and having people who want to listen to me and just let me be myself and just kind of tap back into who I was. And I kind of miss being just silly. And this is the color. So that also brings me to, let me see about how close I can get. I'm gonna do this side first. I might need to be quiet. Now this is not a tutorial because I be just doing I'm just doing whatever I can get away with. But there's also been a conversation I've been kind of seeing about how social media is changing, and like YouTube and TikTok and who's on there and the social media influencers. And I never want to be that type of person. And I don't think I even have it in me because I'm just too real, to be honest. No, I'm just playing, but I'm just too my own person. So I will say I'm an Aquarius. My birthday is next month. And just being original and authentic and unique is just who I've always been, even if I have kind of lost that in my whole journey to school and getting degrees and stuff. Deep down in the core of me, I'm still very much like, I like to think outside the box, be as creative as I can, and it would be my honor to literally just make a life out of doing all the creative things that are inside me. Dancing, editing, going on adventures, showing people, doing whatever tickles my fancy, and having an excuse to share it. But back to what I was saying with the TikTok, and they were really just saying about how where's the normal girlies? Where's the regular ones with the regular apartments and the regular lives? And I'm like, I think I'm right here. I think I'm pretty normal. I mean, as you can see, we're using regular Degula, and this is what I'm going to use on my face as well. Don't got the fancy. I'm not really into all of that. And I think I have a pretty unique perspective on just life. And I feel like I'm kind of funny. And I feel like if anybody's looking for some sort of black girl representative that they have not seen, I will probably be a good one. But y'all could be the judge of that. I don't really know. Is that good enough? Let me thin this out just a little bit more. Oh, I really can't find just regular black girl YouTubers. I guess I really haven't looked, but because I'm too busy trying to be my own. I'm more of a content creator than a content consumer. At least I try to be, because yeah, you can get swept up in all that stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, I think I have what it takes to be a pretty unique individual in a space where everybody's just trying to be the same and copy each other and try to have an aesthetic. And I'm like, I'm not one for the aesthetics, that's for sure. I mean, I'm here for looking good and be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But as far as me pretending to be or have a thought process like everybody else, that's boring. And yeah, let me keep going. I feel like I'm taking way too long on that. It's hard to talk and, you know, get snatched at the same time.
I mean, whatever, I guess.
So I'm just doing the other side. Like I said, it's not gonna be edited, so if you're still here listening, cool, thanks. And I do want to just hear y'all's thoughts in the comments. Of course, I like having a conversation, a real one. And I might title this something about pivoting, because this is really just my reflection about where I am in my life compared to where I thought it would be, and what is important to me now versus what I thought would be important to me. Because if you were to ask me even doggone 3-4 years ago, it would still be heavily like, I want to get this degree and get this job and go do this thing. And I still had myself kind of fooled that that's who I am. And I feel like I could get away with, you know, doing the traditional route, because I am a very goal-driven, goal-oriented, hard-working person. That's been my whole life. And actually, it's kind of tiring, especially when a good amount of friends, so I guess I wouldn't call them friends now, but they're associates, you know, just people you went to school with, and you just see what they're doing on Facebook. If you're in your late 20s, that's still relevant. If you're younger than that, then Facebook who? But it's just really interesting, and I really want to talk about this, how majority of my interactions in like high school, and I guess even in college, was with I'm trying not to make it sound bad, but we're really smart people, intelligent, like top of the class. And so you would think that they would, 10 years ago, it's like, wow, they're going to do such amazing things. I mean, I can't wait to see what they do. They're going to be owners of whatever. They're so smart. They have the best test scores and the smart, whatever you think smart people do, you know, engineers and stuff like that. But it's crazy how the top the top 10% of the class, oh, I'm going to show you what I'm using. Now, this is pretty good. I never used to use primer, but my sister got on me and was just like, you need to use primer, okay? Your face looks... I'm like, oh my God. As far as prep, that's it. But it's interesting that you would think they were going to be doing certain things to use their brain and all, but it's been very much the opposite. Like, there's people doing photography and just really creative things, supposed like army, sports stuff, nature stuff, and it's just like, wow, we could have really been using our brains for real, but instead I just see the path of being I'm just gonna do what my heart wants, and I know I have this great analytical brain and I could do really whatever I want to in the traditional fields, but I've just been seeing a lot of, I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna do what my heart wants. And I just think that's really inspiring for me. I know they probably wouldn't know that, but it's just kind of interesting how you kind of set yourself up your whole life to go in one direction, and then suddenly it's like, actually pivot. We're going to do this instead. And this is actually a bit let's say scarier, but it does bring a little bit more anxiety to kind of just bet on yourself and do the thing you actually want to do instead of kind of doing what most people expect you to do because they're just used to you being smart and let's get the degree and let's do the job. You're really good at doing doing jobs and working, right? And being smart, but to break away from that and just kind of do something like, I want to be a YouTuber. And I keep saying it and I think people really think I'm kidding, but I think I really do. So let's clean that up. How are we looking? I think we look pretty good. Everybody's journey is their own. And I guess this is more encouragement to, you know, break from the mold and be your own person and do whatever. Now, if your passion is to like, okay, I want to go to school and, you know, be human resources and help people through like having a legitimate like a degree and I don't know what that would be. But whatever, that's fine too. Don't let people talk you out of doing a traditional job if that's really the path that you should be taking. But also, if you feel like you need to pivot and go a different direction, this is fine, by the way, then be okay with doing that too, and be okay with betting on yourself. Now, of course, don't make silly decisions and go out into the world and, you know, don't have a backup and haven't thought thoroughly through what you're gonna do, or you switch back and forth all the time. Now that's just unsmart and people ain't gonna believe you. It's like the boy who cried wolf when you're just like, I want to do this, no, I want to do this, no, I want to do this. I feel like I've been, you know, even though I haven't been expressing it for a long time about, you know, wanting to express my creative side, and I guess I really haven't been fully aware of it until recently, and kind of just really being hit with all the talk about content creation and, you know, starting your own business and communities and building audiences and all that. Like, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I still have the personality that I did when I was a child, I think, because she's somewhere in there. And I'm going to be editing and recording whether you see it or not. And so that's something that's just naturally a passion of mine. So I might as well take it a little bit more seriously and bet on myself through this new pivot of a life and be okay with not being the traditional go to work, make the money that way type of girl or woman, or a woman now. I'm just still thinking about, you know, the young me. Anyways, let me kind of pat that down. You see how little I used? Yeah, all we just need is just a little bit to kind of conceal that up. So do I think I could be a YouTuber? I mean, look, I'm already basically being one. It's just, are you watching it or not? And are you subscribing or not? Do I have the ability to capture your attention and get you to stay? I'm still working on that. I've been realizing that doing YouTube is not just all vibes, and you can't really just bank on your personality alone. I mean, I guess you can eventually, but in the beginning, you gotta get the people to click, and then you gotta have the right thumbnail, and you gotta have the right title. So if I made a clickbaity title, then my bad. But like I said, I could talk for a long time. I'm almost done. Oh no, I still gotta do my eyeshadow. What color should I do? I think I'm gonna try to do some blue to match my beautiful nails that I just did. If you didn't see that Vlogmas, it was probably 2 days ago. So like I'm saying, I am multifaceted. I like to do a whole lot of things. Now I guess I wasn't saying that, but this channel is probably going to be very mixed. I said on the cover, on the top thing, on the banner, it says like beauty, adventure, life. Because originally it was just going to be adventures, like me going on trips, because that's how it started. Me vlogging little vacations, but I realized I don't go on vacations enough. So not enough to keep the content flowing. So then like beauty. I have stuff way before like I said before, I was taking the YouTube stuff seriously, and I'm still kind of not, but I'm betting on myself a little bit more to be successful in this. But if you go through the channel, you'll see just maybe a lot of different things, from going on adventures like vacations, and then some beauty stuff. This is the first time you're doing my makeup, because this is not going to be a norm, because I barely do my makeup. But doing my nails, doing my hair for sure. I love doing my hair. And so you're gonna find a lot of stuff here. So I was kind of battling between, do I separate stuff out and do stuff in different places, or just keep some stuff to myself, or what do I want to have on this channel? And I'm just kind of broadening my horizons now, especially with this Vlogmas stuff. I'm just like, Vlogmas is allowing me to just explore how I like to create, how do I like to edit? Do I like to put the clip that gets your attention in the front? Do I like to add music and sound effects? Do I like to add memes? What is important that you really want to see? I can't just be doing pointless stuff, really. I mean, I can, but if we still want to be strategic for the algorithm, we're in some growth. We're going to have to be a little bit smarter about, what we upload, when we upload, the titles we're using. That's just an unfortunate truth. But, you can't just do everything based off of how you feel. You're going to have to use a little bit of strategy with anything without being clickbaity. I'm not trying to do that, that's for sure. I don't like when people are just like trying to come up off of nothing and pointlessness. And I want to be valuable because I do have a lot to say. And I mean, sometimes I like to, have fun and just let you see whatever I'm doing. But a lot of times I do like to sprinkle in a little bit of, life advice, which, what do I know? I'm only 28, but I feel like I know a little bit more than the average. So if I can be somebody that you can relate to, and I always like to have a bond in the comments section, a virtual pen pal, virtual friend, then that'd be cool with me. So I'm about to find my, usually what all I do next is add, this is super old. This is Black Radiance. Black Radiance, I'm just gonna add a little bit right here. And I think I'm doing this a little bit out of order. Usually I would have already done my eyeshadow, but let me go ahead and blend this in. I just have so many ideas and things I like to do and express and show and teach and give you tutorials and, other passions that I don't even put on here, but I put it other places. That why would I ever ignore all of those parts of myself, the whole creative part? We are creative beings, and just the recent realization that everybody's been given a gift, and you should be exploring your gifts and passions, and that's the way that you're going to create your life, your God-given talents and gifts. And, subjecting your life, and I wouldn't say being a slave, basically being a slave to the system. And working for somebody else your whole life, giving your power away to somebody else, something else, and not even trying to bring the things out of you, for others. Like I'm not trying to go here really, but letting the divine and God, work through you for others. Like, I don't try to silence that. At least give it a try. So this is a try. This is me trying. But what color did I say I was gonna do? Blue is hard to pull off, y'all. We're gonna first start with I ain't no makeup artist. I just not got pretty okay with it. But I think I'm gonna go with this up here as like a blender for the top. I know he's like, that's not blue. Hey, you know what? Walk with me, talk with me. See the vision come to life. It might end up being some sort of Lion King vibes. Zabanya. And it's okay. So why would I ignore the other half of myself? Actually, that half I'm more excited about. The half I'm more passionate about. The creative half, the free, loving, outgoing, childlike, jovial, love to be on camera, love to express. I don't love to sing, but maybe love to dance side. When it's just always tugging at me like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do something new, let's think outside the box, let's be creative, let's show it, let's express it, let's share it with others. At least give that a try. Now, if this fails, and I become broke and I have to move back somewhere because I'm stubborn and I wanted to try this no matter what, then so be it. Then I'll just go fall back on my other degrees and, you know, bite the bullet. But I don't see that happening. Especially if you're still here. Eventually, y'all let me know at what date do I finally make. Let's have a goal of 10,000 subscribers, because that would be just the beginning. But I really think I can hold it down. You see, you hear me talking now. This is just my normal self. But let's find some blue, shall we? Oh my gosh. I'm really being bold with this. I'm not going nowhere today. I just wanted to. So I have this, like I said, don't pick on me. If you want to see me some makeup, we have this festival palette that don't really get touched. I really stick with very nude palettes. Like a very gold. Now I'm about to show you some non-nude palettes as I say this, but I just really stick with the gold shimmers and stuff like that, like this, like something like this. So saying blue is off the rocker today, but we're gonna try to do a dark. Let me see. I think I'm gonna use this festival palette. No. I think I'm gonna use this super old, like, I want to say this is about 15 years old. This is one of the first palettes I ever got. So if this makeup expired, y'all let me know, because I truly, first of all, don't really care. But I'm going to lightly tap that. Or we're going with this blue right here. And we're going to be like, same brush that I was just using. Yeah, like I'm saying, I don't have that. I'm not. What am I doing? I can't see. Let me get my mirror back out. Let's see what's happening. Let's just lightly tap. This might not be the right brush I need though, for real, seriously. And y'all see I got the cruise videos up. Love a good cruise. But I also love a whole lot. So this channel is very mixed. But you like how I threw the word life on the end, because that can justify all the silliness I got going on here. I mean, beauty is really just going to include my hair and my nails. Adventure would include anywhere I go that I deem worthy. That's alright. Of recording and life. About to be these vlogs. I heard vlogging is dead, but I ain't even tried it yet, so let me try. I just gotta make sure I know that waking up in the morning. I'm gonna put that meme in, sorry.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better.
How we looking? I've got a black eye yet? Do I want to keep going? I think I want to bring it up some. Whoa! It'll help if you use a better brush. Well, I ain't Jackie Aina. Jackie. I don't mind doing a vlog as long as there's something that I can, you know, portray, or if there's some sort of life lesson that's associated with it, or you actually get some value or some entertainment. If it's really good entertainment, then yeah, heck yeah. But if it's boring and pointless, try not to do that, because, you know, like I said, I have way too much creativity and I'm just too smart to be giving y'all pointless videos. Now, if it's your fault if you can't make it to the part where I get into the juice. You just need to learn how to, you know, not have a goldfish brain and swipe away as soon as something's not entertaining. Work on that. In the age of TikTok and quick satisfaction and immediate reward and those dopamine hits, y'all gonna have to if you really want your life to be better, you're gonna have to you're going to have to train yourself to sit through some parts that aren't too interesting, some parts that don't quite catch your eye. Ain't that like life? Some parts of life are just like, what am I doing this for? Is this a waste of time? Why am I sitting here watching? It's been a minute already and you ain't gave me nothing for real. Trust me, every moment of your life is preparing you for the next step. Sometimes it feels really pointless. oh, I'm really getting into some tea now. See, this is what naturally comes about. It just comes like, here we go. Life lesson number 1. Life lesson number 1. And I'm only 28, but almost 29. Everything that you go through is preparing you for where you are going to eventually be. And like I said, God knows where you're going, and you don't know where you're going. So I just say that to say, let's not get a black eye, shall we? I say that to say, some things you feel like, oh, I'm going down the right path. This is exactly where I want to go. Some things you're like, I know I don't want to do this. This is stupid. I'm wasting my time. But in both situations, once it's time to pivot, just know that it wasn't a waste. Nothing is ever a waste. Everything that you go through, everything that you experience has taught you something. And it's taught you how to be, well, not even taught you, but it's developed you in the most unique way that nobody else has. That nobody else has been taught. It's in the same way that you've been taught. You've learned a lesson, several lessons, in a very unique way. What blue do I want this time? Oh God, this is a mistake. Maybe I don't want blue. Can I backtrack? I don't think I can. That ain't too bad. I definitely need to change brushes now. That's for sure. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And don't feel bad for pivoting. Because you picked up a whole lot of stuff along the way that you wouldn't have picked up if you didn't go through it. Is really what I'm trying to say. So even though I feel like sometimes I quote unquote wasted years of my life trying to figure out what I wanted to do and where I want to go and where I want to live and who I want to be. It wasn't a waste because I mean, if anything, you learn what you don't want, but there's still a lot of knowledge as far as like school knowledge that I have that I could still apply in the way I want to apply it. That is different than, oh gosh, that is much different than the traditional route. I mean, I could take all of that and start me let me not give y'all no ideas, start me a something and maybe be more successful than I would have been. I think I hate this. I don't know, it's kind of nice if I ombre it out. This is a dirty brush, so you know, like I said, we just be winging it over here, not taking it too seriously. I should be about done in a minute. This is giving, it's not giving blue, it's definitely giving, I need to make this brighter. And this is not for y'all to give me no tips on how to do makeup, because like I said, I should have just stuck with the regular. I need to brighten this blue up. That's what I need to do. Let me find a better blue. I'm just going to be trying to post more regularly here and be for real about it. And just not be nervous, because I know there's probably a niche just by being a black woman and needing to have some representation out here in the streets, holding it down for us that are unique and smart and have different interests and not just the typical, you know the typical that you see everywhere. That ain't me, and I know it's not a lot of y'all out there. So hopefully this would be some sort of encouragement, or just let you know that you're not alone in not knowing where you want to go, who you are necessarily, and being okay with knowing that you're going to change throughout your life several times. You're going to pivot, you're going to change interests. And there's some people out here just like you that, you know, don't really buy into the hype, aren't really doing what everybody else is doing, liking what everybody else is liking, having the same mindset and mind frame as everybody else. Like, this is giving black eye. We're done here. We're done here. What? Why is this one so?
Just as I thought. Trash.
I picked the wrong one. Oh my God, I meant to pick this one. I'm screwed, y'all. I shouldn't let y'all talk me into this. Y'all, I was really gonna use this face for something else. Now we gotta finesse. Oh, you see what I mean? I'm just going back and forth. This sucks. Maybe from a distance? We're being unique today. We're gonna go ahead and be bold. We're gonna be bold. Like I said, I'm not leaving the house. I don't even know I'm tripping. I just need to, we're just gonna buff it out a little bit. Especially over here. We're just gonna, you know. And don't y'all lie to me, tell me, they look good. Save it. Save it. I'm gonna clean this up under here, do my eyelashes, and I'm gonna come right back. And I'm gonna put some blush on. I'll be right back. Let me see. All right, so I guess the ultimate question here is, y'all done got real mellow on y'all. Can normal black girls be successful content creators? And I said normal. Normal lives, normal things to say, normal opinions. Is that possible? I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Y'all let me know when I get to at least 10,000 subscribers. And it better be before, no, I'm just playing. But yeah. I might make that be the title, so you know, if you made it all the way to the end of this, cool. I'm glad that you stuck to it. You're not a typical person, because you know, people can't focus these days. And I'm sure I was a little bit boring in some of this, but I was just talking, you know. I told you I like to talk. I could talk for a long time. I could talk for a long time. That's on me, but not really. I'm gonna put just a little bit of something on my lips because they look kind of ashy. How we looking though? We're not looking bad. We kind of spruced it up a bit. But yeah, let's just do some lip gloss. Cause my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. What you know about me? What you know about me? What y'all know about that? Shout out to little mama. I said my lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss is popping. I'll be at my locker and all the boys be starting. I know that's right. Anyway, I'm gonna put my hair down for y'all. And I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Thank y'all for watching and listening. And if this is like, you know, years later, and it took me years, that's all right. I'm gonna be like, hey, look, ma, I made it. Da, da, da. Here we go. This is it. All right, I think I did a great job. I think I did a great job. Like, this video ain't long enough. Now I'm just sitting here looking at myself. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And this is going into my trailer for, you know, this channel. And this is part of Vlogmas. And this is me being serious about this channel's content. And my name is Tiffany. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.